All right, here we go now. Good segment, fair or foul. We haven't done it in a while, so Bruce will lead us into it. Bruce, take it away.
All right, Christopher, a quartet of topics here for you. Number one, Shane Bieber is the second best pitcher in the American League.
The first one being Cole, I'm assuming. All right, second best pitcher in the American League. May I look at the teams so I don't have to top my head?
You can if you like.
All right, let's see. Yankees, Baltimore, Toronto, Tampa, Boston. Yes. Minnesota, no. White Sox, no. Detroit, Kansas City, Oakland, Houston, Texas, Seattle, and the Angels. Yeah, I would say so. Good question. Good answer. That's fair.
We do have a couple of guys on the shelf right now, so
I'm not counting Verlander. He's out.
Right,
okay?
or Chris Sale. So other than that, I would.
Well,
agree
Sale's on the shelf. He's not. He had Tommy John surgery back in June on the shelf. I mean, he's not out for a week. No, Bieber is right now the second best. You are correct. You may continue.
The Angels should give up on making Shohei Ohtani a two-way player.
You know, that's a very good point. I'm glad you brought that up. I think that's very fair. He wasn't great 2 years ago, let's be honest. He's only made, 18 starts in his career?
No, 10.
10. I'm giving him too many. I mean, he's been bad here. I would be worried. They need him to pitch more than they need him to hit. But I think that's a very fair point. I was thinking about that the other day. He's out again for 4 to 6 weeks. Why pitch him the rest of the year? When he has pitched, he hasn't been. I know that people like to think he's been Babe Ruth. He hasn't been. So I think that's a very fair point. I'm with you on that. Number 3.
Before you bail on the prospect altogether, would you at least consider maybe making him a reliever to take some of the burden off the wear and tear on the arm as opposed to a starter? Would you do that and try to make him a two-way player that way?
I'd have to wonder about how, he has to be able to pitch every day if you're going to make him a closer, right? You got to pitch 2 days in a row. Is he going to be able to do that? I don't know. But I think the overall theme is what you were trying to get at there, and that is his two-way prowess. Is it right now in jeopardy? And the answer is yes. That's fair. Go ahead.
Nolan Arenado is the best all-around player in the National League.
No, absolutely not. Now, may I look and see if I can find somebody for you?
Yelich and Betts would be the two guys.
Yeah, that's it. And they're better. I mean, Arenado has not been great on the road. I don't know what his splits are career-wise. I know we've looked at it in the past.
They're stark.
They're stark, which would concern me. Listen, we all know how great he is. He kills the Giants. He's hit 30 home runs. But, yes, Yelich is better than he is. And Betts, though, obviously, it's a new site for him in L.A., lose something to make sure he handles it with the big contract. He too. And I know that Yelich hasn't done anything so far, but I would take those two of Arenado right this minute. I would take those two.
All right. And last but not least here, sticking with that Rockies theme, Chris, do you think the Colorado Rockies have the best left side of the infield in Major League
That's
Baseball?
very good. I mean, obviously him and Story there. That's as good as it gets. I mean, can I look at my little paper?
I'll give you another couple of options. You got Bogarts and Devers in Boston.
They're better than those two.
Okay, how about Correa and Bregman in Houston?
That's close. Bregman's a great defender. Correa is hitting the ball well. I would put Correa and Bregman, I understand, but they've won a championship and have been in a World Series. I'll put those two right now ahead of Arenado and Story, who, let's face it, outside of a wild card scenario, those two have not won or helped their team win a divisional playoff game yet. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, Bregman and Correa are far more consistent players when you look at the splits home and away than Arenado and Story, but I think I would still give the Colorado tandem the nod. I think this ultimate separator is the brilliance of their defensive prowess.
Let me ask you a question, though. If I asked you right now who you could have at shortstop next 5 years, Correa or Story, you would take Correa.
I'd be a little bit leery about the injury situation, but I would take Correa.
I know you probably would take Arenado over Bregman. I would agree. So it's close. It's close.
Yeah, very close.